What's up, YouTube family? This is Jeff with a little bit of everything home services. Coming to you today. I am at a client's house, and I know that the gas valve is bad. The heat's not working, so I'm on a service call. I was actually here yesterday, and I determined the heat not working. So I said, you know what? Since I'm coming to do the repair today, I will have you tag along and take a look. Okay, so where I have to go today is the crawl space. So the crawl space is underneath the house here, so I have to get to the furnace there. So here we go. Okay, so here is the crawl space, and you can see the unit right there. And this is a Goodman unit that I'm about to change the gas valve on. So let's check it out. Okay, family, so I am in the crawl space, and one thing that I like is the installer that installed this unit did a little thinking. So as you can see, if you look closer, that door access panel right there, you see that condensate, that white condensate line right there, it's in the way. So the one thing that I like is this particular person who installed this unit thought about that, just in case you have to do any work. And they did a little thinking. So with it, they made this line. They didn't glue it together right here. So I can actually down here pull this line off. I'll let you see where I just pulled it off. See, I just pulled it off right there. And then right underneath the bottom here, I'm just gonna work that out. There we go. Now I have access to that door. All right, so let me go ahead and take the door off. All right, here is the gas valve. And how did I know that gas valve was bad? I'll walk you through it, family. So if you, and there's tons of videos out here on troubleshooting gas valves, so mine is not the only one. You can go to plenty of them, but I will show you something. All right, so when I take one of the things, this tool right here comes in handy, family. And why is because this clamp can close that door switch. So I can take this access door off right here, and there's a door switch, and that door switch is going to kill power. All right, so let me take this off. This is the door switch right here. And of course, once you take the door off, for all of you out there who already know this, then it kills the power to the unit. So it's a safety feature. So this right here, I can place this clamp on here. And now I have power to the unit. You see that? There we go. You see it comes on. There's a call for heat. Now, what's going to happen, inducer motor comes on, because I have the heat turned on upstairs. So inducer motor, the board just told the heat to come on, and as you can see the igniter's lit. It wants to turn on, but it's gonna happen. You will see. Igniter's on, but there is no flame. You see that? No flame. So this is going to happen a couple times, and then eventually what's going to happen, for those of you out there who already know, the unit's going to hard lock out. And what that means, is it won't start, it won't try to start anymore. It's going to try a couple times, I think 3 times, and then it's going to lock out. So how do I know that the gas valve's out? Well, first of all, we're going to get in the gas and it's going through its sequence, so there's nothing wrong with the board. But also what you want to do, it's starting again. There we go again. So what you want to do is make sure there's voltage coming to the gas valve. Now I know there's voltage coming to the gas valve because I already checked it. But for those of you, I will show you so you will know. So I have my meter. But I'm going to put one lead into the common section of the gas valve. And the other lead I am going to put in the high flame section. All right. Unit just tried to start up again. That niter just lit. See that? 26 volts. You see that? So, but it didn't light. So, there is actual power going to the gas valve, but the gas valve is not opening. Okay, so the final thing. It's gonna lock out before I get to the final thing. But the final piece of this puzzle, family, is you want to check and see if there is gas. All right, so I'm gonna take out a great tool to have, a must tool to have, and I've done reviews on it already, but I'm gonna take out my dual port manometer, and I'm gonna hook my manometer up. I'm gonna hook my manometer up to this unit and check the gas pressure. This port right here, that is your incoming, how much gas is coming into the valve. And then on this other side right here, that's the out. So that's how much gas pressure is coming out to the unit. So I'm gonna hook my dual port manometer up to it, and you will be able to see the incoming pressure and the outgoing pressure. Right now the unit is hard locked out. And how do you know that? Look at the board right now. It's flashing, if you can see it. See that board? See that light right there? Flash red. See it? Beside the blue and the black wire? It's flashing weird red. And that one signal for this particular unit, I looked at the schematic on it and looked at the codes. And the one flash means that it's locked out. I'm going to say this is a must-have in the field. A dual port manometer. You got to have it when you're checking gas. Plain and simple, family. So if you don't have a dual port manometer, get you one. And again, I am not a rep for anybody, you know, so I can't tell you necessarily which one to get, which one not to get, but I will say the one I like. I like this one. I like the field piece. I like the field piece dual port manometer. So let's see if I'm always using my other one. So because I have two. I have one that I keep in my work bag. And then I have one that I keep in my personal bag. And don't do like I did, family. Like I was at this job yesterday. I had to have a buddy of mine bring me his manometer because I took my manometer out of my bag to save room during the cooling season, and I forgot to put it back in there. So when I needed it, guess what? I didn't have it. All right, let's get back to it. So now that I have the gas valve put on here, family, I'm going to attach it back. I see the in-shot burners right here have to be straightened back up, as you can see right here. See that? These are the in-shot burners. All right, so and I want to line the burners on the inside here, line them up to the in-shot. So straighten that back up. lined up. There we go. Turn it clockwise. And then I'm going to check it with a leak detector, with a gas leak detector. Check my incoming pressure as well. Now that I have that on, the gas valve is on, everything's hooked back up. I'm going to turn the gas back on. All right, so I just turned the gas back on up top up there, family. All right. So I am going to put my manometer on my outgoing pressure just so I can see what it is to make sure I don't need to adjust anything. So I'm going to take it out, plug my gas valve back up. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to take out the outgoing. There we go. I'm going to hook the manometer up to it, family, to see what my outgoing pressure is. And so to make sure I don't need to make an adjustment. So now let's put power back on this bad boy. And again, just in case you forgot, remember, the door switch is not activated. So there we go. Let's see what pressure's gonna be reading here in a second. I'm gonna let it see if it fire up first like it's supposed to. Apply power back, and we're checking the pressure across the incoming pressure, the outgoing pressure. There we go. Now let's check and see what the pressure is. 3.7. All right, so should be around 3.5, but 3.7 is just fine. Of course, according to the manual, the pressure, and we all know it's 3.5, but this is natural gas. So natural gas is saying for the regulator low, 1 to 4 for natural gas. See that right there? 1 to 4 inches of water column for low, 2 to 5 for high. So we are good. Now, the last thing I want to do, I'm going to shut the unit back off, and I want to use my gas leak detector, the gas mate, to make sure. I know there's not any leak, but I'm going to make sure, because you got to be sure when you're playing it safe. Okay, family, so the unit is running, and here is my gas leak detector. So I'm going to turn it on. All right, it's ready. All right, so I'm going to check my fitting. Check this union. Check here where I threaded, where I put the pipe into the gas valve. Check this other side. And I am not detecting a leak, family. So this repair is done. So we talked about a few things, family. We talked about the how to check the gas valve to make sure it's getting voltage. Checking it here. We talked about checking the pressure on the gas valve. Here's the old one right here. We talked about checking pressure on that. We talked about troubleshooting. You watched the repair for those that wanted to see the gas valve changed out. you watched it lit up, and the unit is now running. So family, I want to thank you for taking the time out to check out the video. Remember, if you're doing this, remember if you're changing out a gas valve, remember to make sure you have some gas pipe dope or sealant and thread sealant on some pipe wrenches and a regular adjustable as well, and then of course your regular drill, the impact. And then those are all the things you really need, family. And don't forget that clamp that I had and I showed you earlier. All right, family. Well, I want to thank you again for taking your time out of your busy schedule to watch the video. Talk to you soon. Have a blessed day.